Go ahead.
From selling 75 burgers every second to feeding 68 million people every day, have you ever stopped and wondered what is behind this grease ball of food that tastes so delicious? Well, behind what most call the taste of heaven, or my personal favorite, a heart attack meal, comes a well-known franchise known as McDonald's. I will address dangers of fast food, with how they target children obesity, and reasons people dine out. With the free flow of advertisement, McDonald's has the morality of targeting a distinctive group of children. They make it well known that they will be around for generations, for if you go to events, they will have McDonald's everywhere, or like just by them airing a commercial. Since the year 1963, Ronald McDonald came into the picture being shown around television. Later in 1997, he began his own TV show. If most of you haven't caught on, like they're obviously trying to brainwash little kids to make him look upon like an icon. So if like you were to talk about Ronald McDonald, all the kids would go crazy, like, oh my God, I know him. And most of the youth in America today, moving on to the next topic, obesity. Most of the youth in America is increasingly overweight. Lack of exercise and increase in availability of snacks and soft drinks in schools. The growth number of fast food outlets in the country, the trend to large portion sizes and dramatic increase in the amount of time kids spend with the media all play a part. The average kid spends 5.5 hours a day consuming media, more time than kids spend doing anything else except sleeping. A byproduct of all the time in front of the TV is that the average child sees 40,000 TV commercials a year. This is from a news analyst from ABC News, Charles Woodson. Research has shown that a 2 or 3-year-old already knows the McDonald's logo, and a study conducted by Stanford doctors showed that children believe the number of foods, including milk and carrots, tasted better by a significant margin that when served in a McDonald's-like package. McDonald's has the liberty of advertising as many commercials as possible. They are the leading company to do so for 15 consecutive years, so that dates back since like 1998. Eating out has revolutionized people's eating habits. An increasing number of the people in the United States and the rest of the world are eating out at dining establishments more than ever. There are many reasons why people choose to eat rather than having a prepared meal at home. We will take a look at why people decide to dine out rather than dine in at their house. Most people have considered themselves lazy. So when it came to laziness, it's just, we live in a modern world where people just have really busy lives. So most of the time they see the best way to just food is just by eating McDonald's or having a really fatty meal for no reason. Another one is people can't cook, and if the person can't cook, they're most likely to buy a lot of packaged, prepared, and processed food, and after a while, these can become unhealthy foods. So I will end it with one more quote, because one third of children and teens reported consuming fast foods at least once a week, and 16% to 17% of adolescents caloric intake from the fast food restaurant. On an average visit to a fast food restaurant, teens ordered 800 to 1,100 calories in a single meal, 30% of which became from saturated fat or sugar That's half of the recommended daily calorie intake. This comes from a website called healthland.com. With this type of consumption, children will build up heart conditions later in life that could be life-threatening, which really is not really beneficial. So I feel people should be more aware of what their children eat, or as a society, make better decisions. Thank you.
Janet, can you offer a couple of quick comments, please?
Yes, it was very informative. I did get lost a few times. I thought the structure was excellent.
All right, well, I think you need a clearer focus in the speech. I mean, you're basically going on this anti-McDonald's approach, and I'm listening to an early argument that talks about why McDonald's is problematic because of a marketing structure, but before you develop that, you kind of shift gears, and now you're talking about a lack of exercise and junk food in schools. I'm going, what's that got to do with McDonald's? And then we get back to McDonald's because they advertise on television, but the problem appears to be that it's media consumption more than it is the TV commercials. So I'm not exactly sure where you're going with this speech. Is it about fast food? Is it about McDonald's? Is it about the lack of exercise? You're all over the map here. We know generally that this is unhealthy. Have parents abrogated their responsibility on this? Are you saying that McDonald's has taken over the responsibility? Or at one point you say they basically brainwashed the kids, so the kids are all mindless zombies that are eating not brains but Big Macs as their alternative choice of food here. But it really feels like it's a little bit thin in your focus as to what it is you're trying to say. Delivery issues are problematic. You have virtually no eye contact with the audience. You're reading an awful lot at this particular point. Everything's limited. I'm sorry that this has to be rushed, but we've kind of run out of time. Remember, a week from today, we have the final, and we're doing both the test and the speech. We're going to do the test first, so that's where we're going to get started then. Okay, I'll have grades for you next week. Have a good long weekend. Don't show up on Monday. I won't be here. Those of you who did written evaluations, again, make sure you leave them.
Thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
You're good looking. Thank you again.
All right, well, I'm glad we were able to get it in.
I did an evaluation on Leo because I wasn't sure.
Okay.
And I had walked out and gone to the
That's fine.
bathroom. My person.
Oh, okay.
I knew that was going to happen, but
Inevitably, yes.
yeah.
Thank you.
When do you recommend to go over this?
Chapter 11 and the PowerPoints that we covered here on persuasion, because it's all persuasion, and then the impromptu. Thank you. I'm going to try. We'll work on it.
I just want to go home. Oh, no, work out there.
Oh no, I just gotta go to graduation. My brother's graduation yesterday. Man, fireworks, man. I was like, what the? What? A high school graduation.
Dude, that's new.